All right, shower is completed. That's not okay.
Oh, I just saw the gnat again.
That's not okay, in my opinion. Oh! Today I will be a plus size influencer who has died. That is crazy.
This video is so raw, you guys. Fuck.
Damn, what a real bitch is that?
Hey there YouTube, it's me Hens, and I'm back here again with Amberlynn. This is my second video today, and I've had caffeine, so I'm ready to get at it. This is, I feel so defeated with too many periods for an ellipsis. Bar, weigh-in episode 5. Let's get into this video. I know it'll be juicy.
Hey guys, so welcome to my weigh-in.
And if you're enjoying my reactions, please leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment whenever you feel like it.
I am getting around to filming this
I don't delete them like Amber.
pretty late at night. I already did my live stream and everything, and usually by my Tuesday live stream, I've already had this filmed, edited, and scheduled to go up for the next day, but I'm not feeling the greatest, and I'm going to tell you the reason why in this video, so let's just get straight to it. First, we're going to start off with the 5 questions that I do every weigh-in video, and where I get those is Instagram. So once a week I go on there and I say, ask me any weight, health, food related questions. What makes you say that the eating scenes in 600 Pound Life are exaggerated and not real? So I said that in a past weigh-in video because it's true. I've actually been contacted by multiple people who have been in 600 Pound Life, and
That doesn't mean anything. Their personal testimonials doesn't mean much when we know that a lot of what they're presenting is actually what they're eating. It might not be all in one day, but usually it is a consistent thing in their diet. And later on in the episode or episodes, the food items that were so controversial that they kept hiding or sneaking and eating, those are always the things that they get caught with by Dr. Now. She knows that.
I myself have contacted a couple people myself, and I'm also actually pretty good
Why are you reaching out to these people? That's creepy and weird. It's very odd. She's like, I'm a celebrity and you're a celebrity.
friends with 2 people who have been on shows like that, and they do exaggerate those scenes, especially in 600
Twank is drinking some water.
Pound Life. And I only know that because people who have been on 600 Pound Life have told me that personally. Plus, I'm also someone who is over 500 pounds. I was almost 600.
Plus, we don't have any proof that that's true, that you've ever spoken to anybody. You could just be making this up because we've never heard about you talking to these people before, and we have no proof that you've ever had contact with them. So, like, I'm not going to believe her. I'm choosing not to.
600 pounds. Why do you think people freak out about the size of a 20-piece nugget but will order a 10
Choosy that doesn't go Amber's way, I'm sure, is not fun. I'm sure she complains the whole time.
piece with a large fry and act like that is any better? Good point, good point. I think just like hearing a 20-piece nugget, it's like, whoa, that's crazy. But when you do the calories for a 20, good point. I think just like it, but we'll order a 10.
What? Why do you think people freak out about the size of a 20-piece nugget, but will order a 10-piece with a large fry and act like that is any better? Because, Amber, hello, potassium, you are actually getting more nutrients, more diverse nutrients from a 10-piece and fries instead of a 20-piece, which is only fried meat with a lot of breading, and you eat the breading off of them, which is the worst part to eat. What is your point that you're trying to make here? It's not, neither one is good, but if you're going to choose, you should do the large fry. And also, it's a matter of portions. A 20-piece nugget is for 3 people to 4 people, realistically.
Piece with a large fry and act like that is any better. Good point, good point. I think just like hearing a 20-piece nugget, it's like, whoa, that's crazy. But when you just
Whoa. It's just so funny because, like, I don't order fast food anymore. And, like, if I get chicken nuggets or something, I'm going to get it frozen in the grocery store and then just make it in the air fryer. And usually I'll have like 6 chicken nuggets max. And that's with like different sides and vegetables and whatever. But like Amberlynn is so dead set on having her food and getting to celebrate that she gets to eat it, that she always complains about, oh, well, people say I could do better, but I'm doing better for me. But that's the thing, is that that's not enough when you're 525 pounds and about to die. Like, that doesn't do you any good. You can say that to us all you want, but we're not the ones who are about to, like, have complications from obesity. And that's the problem.
do the calories for a 20-piece nugget versus like a regular meal that you can get at McDonald's, which is a 10-piece nugget with a large fry. It's about the same calories. There's a little bit more calories in the nugget and fry, but the protein and the carbs are better if you just get the 20-piece nugget.
Amber, you're so stupid because it's not just about the protein and the carbs. What about every other nutrient in them? Hello?
not saying either of these options are good for you, but the same people judging someone for ordering a 20-piece nugget will
Amber, I wouldn't be getting McDonald's, period. If I'm trying to lose weight, I'm not getting McDonald's. You could order actual healthy food because that's available too, I'm sure. Because you live in Oklahoma City, and that would be where the trendiest restaurants in Oklahoma probably are. And you're doing this. You order national chain fast food.
also go to McDonald's and get the nuggets and fries. I think people like to play mind tricks because like when you see like
Amber, you're so fucking stupid. Just move on. It's not mind tricks because you're getting more diverse nutrients. Like I already said, it's better than just getting fucking fried meat.
sodium, for an example, on nutrition labels, you don't really think about your own sodium consumption. I see so many people telling me, oh my God, Amberlynn, like
You don't think about your own sodium. Amber, why are you focusing on us when you're about to die? You are about to die focusing on other people's fucking struggles. And that's the thing is that they don't have that struggle like you do. You actively need to change everything about your lifestyle. And yet you're so caught up in trying to prove that you're right and that anything that you do is right and that anything that you want to do, you can do. But guess what? You can do it all the way to the grave and nobody will help you because Mama Lynn is clearly not going to stop you.
that's so much sodium in that ramen that you're eating, blah, blah, blah. But the same people will make rice-a-roni for them and their family, not realizing that
Who is making rice-a-roni, Amber? Who are you accusing of this stuff? Like, you need to start citing your fucking sources if you want to make these accusations to prove that you are right. Because we don't even know who you're talking about.
also has a lot of sodium, or even just like a can of corn, they add sodium to these things. Everything has sodium. Americans just eat a lot of sodium without even realizing it. Have you thought
Is she trying to talk to her international audience? Because this is stupid. Like, it doesn't make any sense that you're preaching to us that there's a lot of sodium in food. We're telling you that you don't count the sodium, and that is one of the main things that you were told not to eat when you have lymphedema and lipedema. But that's what you insist on having.
thought about asking ChatGPT how many calories you should eat to lose weight? So I never thought about it. So I decided to do it. And when I did do it,
I
prompted me-
never thought about it because it's not actually a credible source.
it was like, can you tell me a bit about yourself? Can you tell me like age, weight, height, any medical things that could be wrong with you? And I like that aspect because like when you try to do these like metabolic rate things online, it literally just asks for your height, your gender, and your weight.
She's literally asking AI to kill her.
And it's like, no, there's more to it. So I thought that was cool.
How
that
grim is
ChatGPT
that?
actually asked for that.
This is the grim adventures of Mama Lynn and Amber.
Here's the screenshot. And as you can see, ChatGPT thinks that I should eat anywhere between 2,200 and 2,400, which is something I've always said. And it literally shows the reason why I should be eating at this lower limit, such as weight loss is slower for me due to the lipedema and the lymphedema and how that to me. It's also slower due to me having
You're using Noom and not even doing what it's fucking telling you because you're such a fucking lazy ass that you need everything to tell you why you can do something different and why you're special.
what I've said. Like how my metabolism is a lot slower due to hysterectomy. It's also slower due to me having no estrogen in my body.
This slow blinking that she does is just like, it's batshit crazy. This is the shit that she does because she thinks that she's hypnotizing us into believing what she says, but it's like the most blatant display of what she's doing wrong. It's every reason that she's going to fail all the way into the grave.
Slower because I went through menopause, and it's slower because of the years of yo-yo dieting. If you continue to like make your calories super low, lower than they need to be,
Yo-yo Mama Lynn.
that'll continue to mess with your metabolic rate. And then I got curious because there's lovely rumors always floating around that I should be eating like 10,000 calories a day to maintain my weight. That is wild and so off.
Amber, no. They're saying that you're eating way more calories than you're presenting if you're going up on the scale.
And untrue. Like I know that like already, like as a person that that's not true, but I was like, you know what? ChatGPT has never been wrong for me. So I'm curious. I was like, ChatGPT, how
ChatGPT, ChatGPT, ChatGPT. I don't have to leave my house. ChatGPT. Oh my gosh, Amber. This is why she's gonna just rot away like a little potato left on the counter.
How many calories do I need for myself to maintain the weight that I'm at? ChatGPT confirms the misconceptions are not real. I need between 3,200 to 3,400, which is actually really easy for me. Like eating that is very easy for someone my size. And it's actually pretty easy to do without even realizing it. And for some reason, people just don't want to believe that. I don't understand why.
You remember a couple of videos ago when she said, I know what I need to do. I just don't do it. You remember that? You remember that? And also, you're not 5'3", you're 5'2". Stop lying. And it's just so funny. Amber wants to preach to us about why she is 500 and whatever pounds and how much she needs to eat to stay that weight. But then, like, okay, so you're actively eating more than that, or at least that. You're eating that on purpose, knowing that you need to eat less, and you're not. And you're telling us every time that you're succeeding. And then we have to find out after the fact when you're weighing in and you're up like 20 pounds out of nowhere. And you're like, I just don't know. I was eating properly and I showed you everything that I was eating. It's my lymphedema. Clearly. I mean, I just eat so much salty food. You know what salt is, Amber? Sodium. The very thing that you tried to shame us about rather than yourself.
But like I'm living proof because I am my person. I am like in my body, I am me.
I'm proof because I am me. Okay, God complex.
And I'm just sharing that based on my experiences. How often do you grocery shop? So I'll either go every week or bi-weekly. So sometimes I'll skip a week, but definitely only once a week. Is your new friend a caretaker because you are so big? Y'all, the goalpost has absolutely moved. Like, it's ridiculous.
It has never moved. All of your caretakers, your mom is a caretaker. She's a part time caretaker. Literally, she comes and picks you up, make sure that your apartment is not falling to pieces, make sure that Twinkie's okay, and then she takes you out to go shopping and to go eat. Mama Lynn is literally your caretaker. She just has another full time job that she has to do,
So at
which
first I
is
would talk about my friend in my
ridiculous.
videos and people would be like, oh my god, she's imaginary, or oh my god, like Amberlynn's making up this friend. And now that you guys have heard her voice in my videos, the goalpost has moved and now it's a caretaker. Like, stop.
No, I don't. I hope that lady's not a caretaker. She speaks like a teenager, just like you. And I said, the only reason she could be friends with you is because she has a similar mentality. Stuck at like 13, unable to be a full adult, from what she said. Like, it was such an immature joke. I would expect somebody in their early 20s to make that kind of a joke, not somebody in their mid 30s.
With the fat phobia. I understand that I'm really large, but I live by myself. No one comes in my apartment. Like,
Your mom does. The guy who changes your light bulbs does. You told us. You told us. The repair person from your apartment comes to do the lights. That's something that you don't do. He comes in. Somebody comes to check all of your alarms and detectors. Somebody comes and collects your trash, at least some of it. And then your mom comes and picks you up and takes you out and takes you grocery shopping, unless you order groceries when you're door dashing, which is something that I would recommend. If you're going to order, you might as well get groceries too, so then you can make other meals. But I doubt she does that. Or she orders from Target like snacks.
not even my mom. Every time we hang out, we're always hanging out like outside of my apartment, going and doing things and spending time out. I don't need a caretaker. I don't need
You've filmed your mom coming into your apartment. You filmed your mom giving you injections of Ozempic. Are you having memory issues, Amber? Because you filmed it.
need anyone to help me with anything. Yes, I don't drive. I'm fully aware. But when it comes to the things that people are assuming due to the fat shaming, I don't need anyone.
I'm not fat shaming you. I'm telling you, you needed your mommy to give you injections because you're such a little baby. Like, and her eye is about to twitch out because she's so fucking pressed.
I take care of everything myself. I do not have a caretaker and I have never had a caretaker and I will never.
Beck and wifey. I mean, Beck and Wipey would beg to differ.
ever have
And even Destiny having to drive you around all over because you demand that she didn't spend time with Dana. That's you, not anybody else.
caretaker. My friend is my friend because it is someone that I met in person and I realize I clicked with. I enjoy being around her and vice versa. We laugh, we have fun, we share the same hobbies, like literally just a friend. And this is like also
Just a friend for now, at least until they break up with their partner, which I'm really hoping about and really aiming towards. Give me 5 months.
another reason why my friends or anyone in my life will never be on camera again. Yes, you'll see my mom here and there, but that is it. Because all you've heard is a
Aw.
voice and already the rumors are starting. All right.
But you already filmed your stepdaddy, and I'm sure he'll pop up again.
So let's get into the goals that I had for last week and did I succeed in those? So last week my goal was to follow a meal plan for 5 days out of 7 and I did not do that. I wanted to have like a huge veggie plate every single day for lunch and I did not succeed in all 5 days. So my goals for
Aw.
the next week are literally just to win over this like defeat that I feel inside of me. Right now
This defeat. You know what you can do? You can do what you did in your TikTok. You can put mostly vegetables and then put some fruit to break it up. So then you don't get so bored. But I doubt she would do that. She doesn't like fruit.
literally just feel that defeat feeling. I am having emotions that I feel right before I give up. I want to beat the feeling more times than I don't. And then I also want to start drinking 3 water bottles a day instead of just 2. All right, so now let's talk about how my week went. So I was doing pretty decent. I was staying below the 3,400 calories that Noom wants me to eat.
Good on you.
I was definitely eating in moderation, so I was allowing myself to have like the unhealthy things, but also inviting a bunch of like fruits and vegetables and healthier foods into my diet. There was one day where I overate and I chose like the most horrific foods that day because like I said, we are not perfect over here. Like if I woke up one day and I came on here and I was like, you guys,
We are not perfect. You don't even have a partner and you're saying we. Just like when she says we for collective to take collective accountability or collective credit for getting something good done. She does that when she has a partner. She'll say, we, Destiny and me, we did that. And then you always know that it's Destiny who did it, or Beck who did it, or Wifey who did it. And it's not her, but she always says we. It's just like her always referring to herself in the third person. It's like a way to expand her purview and her perspective over other people's actions. It's crazy.
guys, I've been perfect for a full year. It'd be bullshit because it's not possible. So this is where things get hecticana. A few days ago, I mean, I'm telling you, it was storming really bad. It was flooding. There was flood warnings. It was really, really bad. And I was out with my mom and I didn't realize when I got home that the flood was going to be near me. So to get into my apartment, which was literally
Oh
the
no.
only way to get into my apartment, I had to step and walk in water that literally like went up to the middle of my calf. I was
Oh my god. And you guys were out shopping and getting food and you didn't notice? How did your mom drive up? How did your mom drive away? What?
pissed about it, obviously. Like, I have lymphedema and lipedema, and my skin and my body is just really sensitive to things. So I was soaking wet. My pants were soaking wet. My legs were soaking
You should look into some waiters.
wet. My shoes were soaking wet. Came home, I showered. I sadly woke up the next day with cellulitis. So there's 2 versions of cellulitis. There is version 1, where I get all of like the physical like symptoms. Red, painful, like you can tell there's like a massive infection. But then I also get the shivers and I get 103 temperature. I am puking profusely. TMI, I have diarrhea. I can't eat for days on end. And I lose a bunch of
She's kind of like Naruto. He has 2 different versions of his special cloak that he gets. She has 2 versions of her special cellulitis.
weight doing that. Or
I
there's
love
B.
that for
I
her.
still get the leg is red. The leg is painful. You can tell that there is an infection. And I really just feel general malaise. Like I don't have any of those other puking fever symptoms. That's where I'm at here. In both of these areas, A and B, I swell a lot. Obviously, it's a really bad infection. So
And yet, it doesn't seem like she's sick. And it didn't seem like she was sick in any of her previous videos either.
I got cellulitis from walking in the dirty water from the flood, which is really freaking unfortunate. And a part of me like knew that was going to happen. That's why I immediately came home and showered. But when you have lipedema and lymphedema, like your lymphatic system does not flow the same. So that already makes it to where it's harder to fight infections. No matter how much you bathe, no matter how much you
No matter, no matter. Work that neck, girl. Work, work, work.
clean yourself. So when you
She's so silly. Whenever she feels like she's making a big point and like why she has a full justification for her actions, that's how she does it. She has this weird neck action and like shoulder movement. Really, it's just off-putting.
have lipedema and lymphedema, it also causes poor circulation to your legs, which also is another
Imagine if you lost weight and reduced some of the pressure. Imagine. You could lose real weight, not just water weight, real weight, fat, and it would reduce some of the pressure on your system, on your lymphatic system, and on your circulatory system, and on your pulmonary system, most likely.
other thing that prevents fighting
Pulmonary. I don't know if the mic picked it up.
off infections. But I stepped on the scale and I gained weight because I'm extremely swollen. Like the infection has my leg super fucking swollen and it's uncomfortable
Oh, super fucking swollen.
and it just sucks. Because when you see my
Swole.
weigh-in, when I show you the screenshot from Noom, you'll see that I was losing weight. And then when I got cellulitis, it's like all of that didn't even matter. I immediately gained in fluid retention from the swelling. Like it sucks. I feel defeated because it's like I know
Yeah, it's totally this fluid. It's not the fucking Arby's. It's not the sodiums. It's not anything like that. It's not like you going out to eat with your mommy, Lynn.
it's not my fault. And after I heal,
It's
I
it's not my fault.
genuinely like
Did I not start off this fucking video saying she's gonna find a way to say that it's not her fault? I think that I did. I might not have, but I definitely thought it.
I want to switch things up a bit and I want to start feeling like motivated and inspired in a different way because I feel like I've just been in this weird lull. I don't know. It could be just the fact that I'm literally fighting an infection. I'm currently on antibiotics. I feel like absolute shit. But let's just
When did you get the antibiotics? You didn't mention leaving your apartment again with Mama Lynn. So how?
get into it. Last week I was 517. This week I'm 521.6. And it's like
Hectacana. That's Hectacana. Hectacana. It's Hectacana as hell. How dare you tell me that?
this is such a pointless weigh-in because it's not real.
It's not real weight. I mean, like, I totally ate food that would normally make me gain weight, and I totally ate more calories, as I said, but it's all the fluid. It's just fluid. It's just all that water that I walked through. My legs sucked it up like a tree root, you know? It just really invested in my future hydration because my legs are not used to water. They don't get wet when I shower. So they were like, oh my God, we're cacti. We need to totally absorb all the water and hold it in there as much as we can. It's not my fault.
Weight. I don't really know what else to say about it. I just want to feel better. I'm just going to keep taking my antibiotics. I'm going to try to be successful in my goals and just continue pushing forward. Anyways, I'm going to go. I'll see you guys.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault. Don't worry, Amber. It's not your fault. It's never your fault, and it will never be your fault. Let's read the comments. This is going to be so good. And now I understand why this ratio is what it is. Aren't you the same person who said that 2,200 to 2,400 calories is too much for you? So all of a sudden, when ChatGPT says it, it's fine? Impatient. Walking in a puddle shouldn't give you cellulitis unless you have open sores on your legs. Get help, Amber. So the flood water thing basically confirms she has open sores on her legs. Oh my God. So you have open wounds in your legs? Because that's the only way you could get an infection there from walking in dirty water. That or she cut herself, but then you would notice, right? If you have feeling. If someone is wiping your butt, they're your caretaker. So yes, you have had a caretaker, and you will likely have another. Lipedema, lymphedema is your go-to if it's not your BPD. If it's neither, it's someone else's fault. You are your worst enemy. Yeah, kind of. I mean, yes, definitely. To be clear, most bacteria that cause cellulitis make you not have symptoms for multiple days, so you're likely wrong about what caused it. That part. It takes time to feel the infection, most likely. 521.6, save your time. My grandmother thought you were a sumo. Oh my gosh. Eating just the fried part of the nugget is giving Major Cartman vibes. Victims of an Empath, an Amberlynn Reid series, episode 5, The Puddle. Oh my gosh. Let's read one more. Okay, we'll leave it here. So your leg gained 5 pounds. Shocked face. That's all you can say. So all of that weight went right to your legs then? Eh? Is that what you're saying? If you like this reaction, leave salt in the comments. Talk to you later. Bye.